first women's doubles of the day, and what better than the Olympic champions Misaki Matsutomo and Ayaka Takahashi. They're up against the Malaysian pair of Vivian Hu and Woon Ki-wei, and how lovely to see Woon Ki-wei back on court again after a long absence due to injury. Well, this is the second quarter of the draw, so in other words the top half of the draw, but the second quarter, and you can see that the match we're about to watch will play the winners of Matsumoto and Nagahara, who were runners-up at the Indonesian Super 1000, or Wang Dongping and Lee Quen-mei. Well, there's a huge difference on the world ranking, but don't be deceived by that 49 from the Malaysian pair, because they haven't been on courts since the Asian Women's Team Championships at the beginning of February, when very sadly Woon Ki-wei had a very serious knee injury. And I believe, Steen, she has actually undergone knee surgery, which is why she's got both knees heavily taped and supported there. She is the left-hander, Woon Ki-wei. And in her absence, I have to say that Vivian Hu has been playing brilliantly with a whole different lot of partners. Now, if you're a Malaysian fan, look away quickly, because this is the 11th meeting between the two pairs, and the Malaysians have yet to win a match. In fact, in their previous 10 meetings, they have only won one game. Only once has it gone the full distance. So the Olympic champions playing in their 6th World Championship, and until a year ago in Glasgow when they won a bronze medal, despite being seeded #1 in 2015 and twice been seeded 3 at the World Championships, they'd never progressed past the round of last 16. So the World Championships until last year certainly wasn't a happy hunting ground for the Olympic champions. But you don't go winning Olympic gold medals unless you are a really class act. Misaki Matsutomo is 26 years of age now, born in Aizumi town in Fukushima, and she and her partner spent a total of 127 weeks as world #1s across 4 different spells. Ayaka Takahashi, born in Kashihara City in Nara Prefecture in South Honshu, currently #3 in the world, hence their #3 seeding. Now, of course, as a seed, they had a bye in the first round. They played 7 tournaments so far this year and been in 4 finals, winning 2 of them, the Indonesian Masters and the Malaysian Super 750 event. So here is Vivian Hu, who won the Commonwealth Games gold medal on the Gold Coast earlier this year with Chow Mei Kwan, having won in Glasgow with her partner of today. So became only the 2nd player in Commonwealth Games history to retain a women's doubles title. Woon Ki-wei is 29 now. She's actually appearing in her 5th World Championships, because she played in 2009 with a different partner. So their first match was against Delphine Delroux and Mia Pellemot from France. In fact, very close second game, as you saw, but they had been 13-5 up in the second game, and in fact 19-16 before they eventually won it 22-20. So perhaps a case of just relaxing a little too much, a little too soon in that second game. I didn't see it, so apologies if the French pair were outstanding, having been so far down. Fine Datan from India is our umpire for this one. Simon Au from Hong Kong, the service judge. And it is a daunting task, isn't it, Steen, when you've lost to the same pair 10 times in the 10 previous meetings?
Yeah.
How do you approach it?
I don't see it's possible here because she's been out so long. Wei.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the right, Wei and Vivian Hu, Malaysia. And on my left, Misaki Matsutomo and Ayaka Takahashi, Japan. Wei to serve to Ayaka Takahashi. Love all. Play.
So the 2014 Commonwealth Games gold medalists get this match underway against the Rio Olympic gold medalists. But just going back to your point, Steen, I mean, it's difficult even in the best of circumstances if you've lost to a pair 10 times, never beaten them.
Exactly the point. If you've lost to someone that many times, you've got to come up with something new, because otherwise you're going to get the same result. You always get, unless the opponents are hurt in some ways.
Yeah.
And we know that Wei hasn't been able to practice. I mean, there's some injuries that you practice certain aspects of the game. That's not been the case here.
Not with a severe,
with a severe knee injury.
Yeah.
So it would be very, very surprising if the Malaysians were to prevail in this match here. And in fact, I see that there's discussions whether they are to continue as a pair.
Yeah. And that's not surprising given the fact that Vivian Hu has done so well with other partners. Of course, that gold medal with Chow Mei Kwan on the Gold Coast at the Commonwealth Games, but I think she's played with, is it 3 or 4 different partners this year?
Yeah, I'm not certain whether it's 3 or 4, but definitely a lot. And she's entered into Vietnam International with Go Ye Ching, not Go Liu Ying, but Go Ye Ching. So they're trying their luck in the Super 1000 coming up shortly after the Worlds here. And of course, if you have a player with injury problems as Wei, you wonder whether she will be able to practice enough to be competitive in winning doubles.
And I'm already watching her movement very carefully and seems reluctant to land on that right leg. And that's the knee that she injured at the Asian Team Championships.
It's also a tough task to make a return at the World Championship. She was entered into, was it Singapore or Thailand Open? I've forgotten that, but withdrew from the tournament because it was too early.
It was actually Russia last week.
That was Russia in Vladivostok.
Yeah. Well, that hesitation between the two Malaysian players as to who was going to go for the one down the middle, that one, an indication that, yes, they haven't been on the practice court that much.
It's always a troublesome spot for right and left-handers when both are standing with their playing arm towards the sideline. Actually, both have backhand in the middle. I remember it being an issue with Christina Pedersen and Camilla Ruggiero as well.
It's a good rally. There it was again, the little hold and push down the centre. Down the centre, your point that you made with both of them having to play a backhand from that centre shot. That one. Left just long. Well, Steen, I'm just looking down the magnificent arena here, and there's 4 matches in progress, and there's 3 Japanese women's doubles pairs on, so I hope they've got lots of coaches here. I can see Park Jubon is coaching the Olympic champions.
Yeah, they have Jeremy Gann on one of the other courts. He's normally the mixed doubles coach, but he's substituting here.
Yeah, well, if you've been with us at all earlier today or earlier in the week, you'll know that there's quite a drift in this arena. Disappointment for Takahashi, hitting long once more. Service error. So the shuttle flying faster, coming towards us as we're looking down on the court right now. Too loose with the block. So it's the mid-game interval, and some leads for the number 3 seeds. 6-point advantage.
I'm always puzzled when we have one coach for each player. I mean, it's doubles pair, isn't it important to hear what's being conveyed to your partner? I'm amazed, but it's working.
I'm with you on that. But you're right. I mean, how can we sit here and criticize or question it, because so many of the Asian coaches do that.
Yeah.
Razak and Paulus Veerman, 2 Malaysian coaches on court.
Paul is normally taking care of the men's doubles. He's been promoted to head men's doubles coach lately. She is some kid performer. This coach is now taking care of the junior doubles players.
Oh, lucky net cord.
13-5.
5 straight points.
Yeah, this is proceeding exactly as predicted.
Service over. 6-13.
Oh yes, good interception and lovely change of pace.
One of the interesting things, we have 3 Japanese women's doubles on court. There's one more in the tournament, but the one that's undefeated this year in the World Tour is not here. I'm not saying that they're better, it's just amazing that you have 4 really, really strong women's doubles, and then you have a 5th one who's undefeated on the lower tier tournaments, the Super 300s and single Super 500s, Sakuramoto and Takahata.
They did lose though in the final of the Osaka International Challenger, but not on the World Tour. But there's actually 2 Japanese pairs that are undefeated this year.
And the second one
is Hoshi and Nakanishi. Only played 2 tournaments, but they won them both. Austria International Challenger, and of course last week in Vladivostok, the Russian Super 100.
Well, last year I did the count that they had 14 women's doubles pairs in top 90 and no repeat. That means no player was in 2 partnerships, so 28 really, really strong women's doubles pairs at least.
Yeah. It's good placement, isn't it? Saw that Woon was committed on her defence, but she's waiting really on the forehand side and aiming towards her left, her right shoulder, of course, being a left-hander. Yeah.
17-9.
Said earlier on, the Japanese head coach Park Jo-bong, Korean, said that Japan had a goal for this World Championship of winning at least 2 gold medals. It's not unreasonable given that they have the world champion, the reigning world champion in women's singles.
Yeah.
Very, very strong women's doubles department, and if one of those should falter, then backups in Kento Momota and the London champion for mixed doubles. So lots of opportunities for Japan.
Mixed doubles is the only discipline where Japan has not medalled. Men's singles, Kento Momoto in Jakarta in 2015. 2017, of course, it was Kimura and Sonoda in the men's doubles. Men's double. 11-18. Oof, just long. What a good call by the line judge.
So, 19-12. Game point, 12.
So 8 game point opportunities. Only needed the one. 21-12 opening game to the Olympic champions in 16 minutes of play.
21-12.
Yeah, she thought about leaving that serve and made a complete mess of it.
ジャンプいってオンジャンプのイメージでいって自分今日スマッシュできるよ今日スマッシュできるこっちから長いの真ん中から長いのボールでスマッシュいってれば次相手クロスロブいってたからスマッシュいらないよ軽い手軽い手結構サービスいっての相手ちょっと速いだからもっとサイド短いのボールちょっとカバー後ろの選手ちょっと頑張ってね早いだから後ろの選手がちょっと3番目カバーいって、だから相手のこっちがドライブで石ばいってれば相手さ前で止まってちゃうこの子でドライブで石ばいってこの前までちょっとイメージチームいってるすぐストップだもんストップ頑張よ頑張ね自分のいいリズムで頑張っていいリズムで頑張ってで
There's quite a lot of information from Park Jupong there. I don't understand what he said, but according to winning the first game 21-12, there was a lot of information there. So my take on that is that he's also coaching for the future, for future matches in this tournament.
Right.
Speaking of Sakuramoto and Takahata, who's not playing these World Championships, but so far undefeated on the World Tour. The last time I saw WOON Wei and Vivian Hu was when they defeated Sakuramoto and Takahata in last year's New Zealand Open. So,
right.
This shows how different things can develop. one player is injured for quite some time, whilst the others are enjoying success.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, that final in Auckland was an absolute thriller, 3 games, and I think they came back from 16-19 down in the 3rd game.
It was their first tournament victory
in 3 years.
Yeah, perhaps even more than 3 years. Maybe on the GP circuit. They might have won on the international circuit earlier. I don't dare take up the competition with your notes, Joe.
1-3.
Yeah, they'd won in 14. That's great.
They won the Commonwealth Games in 14. That was their title prior to the New Zealand Open last year.
4-1. Solo 5-2. Solo 3-5.
Mistake there from Takahashi.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
It's constructed in the same way, the two women's doubles, that there's a distinct preferred front court player in both pairs. Milky Way on the Malaysian side, and of course MATSUTOMO on the Japanese side.
She was right to go for it. Slightly loose, that serve. In fact, Misaki MATSUTOMO has been struggling with that low serve. We've noticed it on several occasions, haven't we?
That's better.
Yeah.
To me, it also looked very, very legal, that service. That means that it's struck well under the 115 centimeters, in my opinion. The service of Misaki MATSUTOMO.
Oh my goodness, she tried to leave that. Touched her racket.
The way I see it, she could at least hold her hand around the sponsor marks. You can see the sponsor marks on her back. Should be pretty safe fight.
Oh, what a defensive shot. I'm sure that came off MATSUTOMO's racket.
Yeah. Not enough pressure from Milky Way.
Yes, it was indeed. No, you're right. It didn't seem to be a disguised steep smash, and it certainly wasn't a powerful smash. All right, I think it's their second service error. Yeah. Great awareness of where the gap was. So, as with the opening game, the advantage is 6 points for the Olympic champions at the mid-game interval here in the second.
攻撃ベッドがいいよ。ちょうどいいよ。今スマッシュすぐ向くと思う。大丈夫。スマッシュってパットもあるし、バランス悪かったらちょっと来るわよ。
bola tangan kiri. So you gerak lama sikit pun tak apa kan. Sebab dia tak ada bola depan, langsung dekat badan dia saja. So you ready cepat saja. Receiving jangan pergi dulu. Dia lambat sikit apa dia tak cukup.
20 seconds. Post 1. 20 seconds. Left 5. Play.
Just needed to get the right receiver here as we resume play in the second game. Matsutomo Takahashi with the advantage, 6 points up and 1 game up as well.
Cut 5.
Fantastic forehand return there. Excellent play by especially Vivian Hu, but was going to be a major part of the work. It's going to be now if to have a chance of comeback here in the second game. WOON and Vivian Hu.
It's a good interception there from Vivian Hu. Across the body, she was waiting, committed to her backhand defence. Well, you said they needed to make their move now, and they certainly have.
They have. I wonder if it's a little bit the same as we saw in the men's doubles earlier on, that when you have that big lead and have the advantage in the head-to-heads, do you get a little bit too content? Free entry to the World Championship, or if it would have been sort of nation spots, Malaysians probably would have elected on another women's doubles combination. But of course, it's after the world ranking, which means it's the results of the past year decides who is eligible.
Yes, but it's the world ranking from some time ago.
It is actually. It's from the 26th of April.
Yeah. We've got a situation in the women's doubles, the Chinese pair, Wang Yaxiong and Yu Xiao Han, who don't even play together anymore, but they qualified as a pair because of the ranking back in April. Just long.
16-10.
Yeah, there's advantages and disadvantages, in my opinion, with this, but it's always worth evaluating whether it's the best qualification procedures that you have.
Well, that's at least a third service error from the Japanese pair.
Seems efficient going on the totally opposite side of Matsutomo, but you've got to do it on the first attack.
Well, I reckon for a first tournament back after such a long injury layoff, I think the Malaysian pair have done really well. And it's not over yet. What a good flick serve.
14-17.
Yeah, just inside the line. Well. Just 1 point in it now.
16-17.
5 straight points. Straight points.
Yeah.
And 7 of the last 8.
The nervous
Yeah.
low serve from Vivian Hu. Oi.
Well, Well, I wonder if the psychology, as far as the Japanese pair are concerned, having won the 10 previous, they probably thought the same as we did, that the Malaysians coming back off injuries, it was a foregone conclusion. And now they look nervous.
Because, oh no, we don't want to play a 3-game match because that can harm us later on in the tournament.
Yeah.
The Park won't be satisfied either.
No. No, he's looking a little anxious on his coaching chair right now.
Good flicker.
19-18.
Well, there's no challenge. They know there's no instant review, but they immediately put up their hands to ask for the challenge, but it's not in operation right now. In fact, that was called in. The Japanese pair can't believe it. They think it was out. Oh, no, I think that touched the line. I think that was the right call. It's 2 game point opportunities for the Malaysians, Vivian Hu and Woon Ki Wei. Oof, my goodness me, that was brave.
Service over.
It didn't look to be that long out from where we're sitting.
No, it certainly didn't.
I was well out.
Yeah, yeah. So 1 game point saved, but another one remains. And it's 1 game all. And for only the 2nd time in the 11th meeting between these 2 pairs, the Malaysians have taken a game. And who knows, it may be 11th time lucky. Sent in the wrong direction, Matsutomo. And it's 1 game all.
Bukan kata you tak boleh cepat, boleh cepat, tapi masa you yang buat. Nah, you fokus kat you tinggi main bola, you buat, yang masuk. Okey, nah.
Satu aja.
You tukar speed pasangan lagi. Tapi yang lainnya semua, bagi dia. Yang dia tu. All the way dia tu ada block tu. You bagi dia di permukaan you. You dah tinggi main bola lagi. Bagus tak? Yes. Because itu penting itu yang ini itu yang penting. Yang lain ni you boleh sama saja. You intercept pun ada. Ada pun sekarang tadi tu. Sekarang kita ya. Buat ada ini di teman. Tapi tunggu. Masa sudah tengok buang cepat, nah dia balik baru. Nah dia punya attack pun sama. Macam tadi kan ada slow kan. 1, lepas itu kan bagi cross keras. Masih ada bagi pun juga. Otomatis sabar lagi. Ya. Piatu.
Ya. Oke, wait ya.
Code 1, 20 seconds. Code 1, 20 seconds.
Well, quite frankly, at 10-16 and 11-17 down, I really didn't think we were going to be treated to a 3rd and deciding game. Remarkable comeback by Vivian Hu and Woon Wei.
Oh, that's a pity, because I think if the Malaysians are to have a chance of forcing a sensation, because that will, in my opinion, be a sensation if they're winning this match, then I think they should run away from the beginning whilst the Japanese are trying to recover from the shock of losing that second game.
Yeah.
Service over. 1-all.
Oh, good judgment.
Keep using those flick serves.
Service over. 2-1.
Well played. Excellent set up by that push to the back court by Woon Wei. Finished by the partner.
You know, I think Vivian Hu, having been forced to play with different partners over the last few months, I think she's actually developed considerably as a player.
You do that, you have to cover other areas. She's probably been made to play a bit more on the front court on some occasions, and being the more experienced one, having to sort of dish out of her experience and help her partners take responsibility. So sometimes something really good can come from a serious injury. Can make these moves towards the front court and play flat pushes to the Japanese backcourt, that really puts a lot of pressure on the reigning Olympic champions. They've got difficulties clearing it. That one, lucky for them that it was Woon Wei on the backcourt, because it's not as powerful as Vivian Hu.
It's amazing to me how the Japanese pair have struggled, though, in World Championships.
Yeah.
You know, they've been so highly seeded in the past, top 3 seeds, and yet prior to last year, never made it past the third round, the last 16.
Yeah, I can't explain it.
No.
So it's over. 5-4.
When we're sitting discussing women's doubles, a word comes to mind about a certain Australian coach that is no longer playing in the women's doubles, Tang Yuan-Ting, and I think China could make good use of her right now.
Yeah.
She will be able to challenge some of the Japanese combinations. Currently coaching in Australia and is joined by her former partner, Bao Yixin.
That's correct. Yeah, straight down the line. That's perfect placement.
And the shot quality has regressed considerably on the Japanese side.
Well, I'm beginning to think what we thought at the start of this match was unthinkable.
Yeah. And do you think that you've had your fair share of injuries, Jill? Do you think that Woon Ki-wei is at the point now where she's forgotten about her knee, where she doesn't think about it, where she's not afraid anymore? No. It's still there.
Definitely. It takes a long, long time before you... And in fact, I'm not sure I ever forgot about my injury.
No.
But I mean, I look at this situation, and quite frankly, if this Malaysian pair could win this, if you can beat the Olympic champions, quite frankly, they're in with a chance of a medal. I know I'm jumping ahead of things, but there's only been one female badminton player who's won a medal at World Championship level. Of all the Malaysian medals, there's only been one female. And they've won 19 medals in total. Malaysian badminton players at World Championships. Only female?
Mrs. Chung Wei?
No.
No?
It was Wong Pei Ti in the mixed doubles.
Oh, that's right, with
2006 with
Koo Kian Kit.
Koo Kian Kit, yeah.
It wasn't until recently the women's doubles coach
Yes.
in Malaysia, in PT. Juniors. Sometimes it's a tough job of keeping track of who's coaching who in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Push it. It's the flat pushes from the front court that has done damage to the Olympic champions. This part of the game, that's their domain.
Good well to get a racket to that, Vivian Hu. Awfully short left, but look at that. Very nearly made it. But this is, to me, Steen, a sign of champions. We've just been talking about the Malaysians possibly going on to win a medal if they could win this match, and immediately, sensing the danger, the Olympic champions have put on a little spurt and have a 10-6 lead. It's not enough of a lead, I don't think, for them really to feel comfortable. They're now at the change of ends with an 11-6 advantage. Mind you, they had an 11-5 advantage in the second game, didn't they? Couldn't convert. I just sense, though, that the Japanese pair have upped their pace, upped the intensity.
They've upped their pace. I'm positive they have, but they fell asleep in the second game, thinking that everything was safe.
Kai Nakajima has joined Park Ju-bong on the coach's bench.
It's like they called a friend or asked the audience. Was sitting on a match where Matsumoto and Nakahara was playing a very tricky match against Wang Dongping and Liu Hui.
Did they come through that?
They did in 3 games.
It's running away from the Malaysians now. It's 9 straight points. 5-6 down they were. Straight points. So if the Olympic champions go on to convert this handsome lead into victory, then of course they'll have Japanese opponents, because the pair you've just been talking about, Matsumoto and Nagahara, awaits the winners of this in the next round.
From the recent tournaments, it seems like the pairs that have the better chance of beating Matsutomo and Takahashi will be their fellow compatriots. Pairs that were so good almost a year ago are not here. A lot of injuries in the Korean women's doubles team. So China with the World Championship, JPN and JPN. You also know that the Danes are out, Yule and Pedersen. Outsiders in my book to spring surprises is Raisha Poli and Ohio.
Well, just being told off for throwing the perspiration from her face. I'd agree with you on that, Steen. In fact, they were my pick for the All England. They lost in the first round. But they're always a dangerous pair. Good elevation on that jump smash.
Yeah, it's nice to see that. It's also coming into the women's doubles weapon arsenal, the jump smash. You shouldn't use it just to jump, but you should use it when it gives you an advantage, when you're a bit more forward on the court, so you can get steepness on your shot.
From victory now, the Olympic champions. Yeah. Act of defiance, but surely it's too little, too late. Super shot from Vivian Hu.
Play.
Brilliant. Magnificent shot from Matsutomo. And it brings up match point opportunities.
Match point level. Service over. 12-20.
That's gone long, and the second opportunity is converted. 21-12 in the deciding game. 55 minutes in duration. But the Malaysian pair doing remarkably well, having been so far down in that second game to force a decider. But in the deciding game, it was the Olympic champions Misaki Matsutomo and Ayaka Takahashi who just upped the intensity, upped the pace, and ran away with the victory. So confirmation that they're safely through to the third round. 21-12, 19-21, 21-12 in the deciding game.